Hey guys, Romeo here, your AI automation expert. So for today, I've got another automation system that I want to walk you through. So this system is called the Dead Lead Reactivation Automation. So this is a system that brings your leads list back to life. So for this use case, I've used n8n and AI model to look at every dead lead and figure out who's actually worth chasing, and writes a personal text message for each lead. And yeah, let me walk you through exactly how it works. So for this demo, so I'm only using a manual trigger, so you can see it run live later when we test it. But during the production, this would be ideally a scheduled trigger running automatically once a week, or however often makes sense for the business. So for the first step, so I used a webhook here. So we hit GHL API and pull every contact that has a tag called dead lead. Those are the contacts who's gone cold, or like no activity in 90 days or so. And a filter. I've added a filter to make sure that we're only working with the leads that don't have other tags. So we want to make sure that the lead has a dead lead tag in them, and that they don't have any of these tags. And then I use a split node. So this node breaks the batch into individual leads, so everything downstream processes one contact at a time. And then I use a custom code here. So this one is important because GoHighLevel doesn't send custom field data with actual field labels. It will just hand back ID codes paired with values with no names attached in them. So without this step, the AI will just going to see gibberish data, and we don't want that. So the output from this code node is what helps the AI agent, which is our next node here. So it will help AI agent to actually understand each lead's data. So as you can see, I mapped the custom code output here. So it will just going to show the lead's data to help the AI determine or understand the lead's data. So from there, the AI reads the lead's real situation, what they needed, whether they got a code, their past objections, and it does three things. It scores them to 1 to 10. It buckets them into hot, warm, and cold based on the rules I gave it, and it writes a short, natural sounding text message specific to that lead, something that actually references their situation. And for the last step, we want to send the AI score, the bucket, such as if the lead is a hot, warm, or cold, and a tailored text message back to GoHighLevel. So this is how it looks. And also we want to add a tag called in reactivation on these contacts. So let's test it out. Okay, so these are the sample contacts that we're going to be working on with. So I have added 3 contacts here that has the dead lead tags in them. So also here on the opportunity, they're currently on the lost stage. So let's head over to the automation and let's try to execute the workflow. There, it looks like the automation is successful. So, but first let's see what the output is. All right, so let's open up the AI agent node here. So here in this node, as you can see, I have mapped the output from the custom code node here. And on the right side, you can see the preview of exactly what the AI is going to receive for this lead, their name, services needed, code status, objection, and all of it in clean, readable format. So that's the context the AI uses to score and write the personal text message. And for this last action, let's open up. So this is where we send everything back to GoHighLevel. As you can see on the right, we're passing the AI score, the hooked, and the bucket, which is the warm, along with the in reactivation tag being added. And this should all reflect in GoHighLevel contact fields. So let's head over to GoHighLevel. All right, so as you can see with these 3 leads here, they now have the in reactivation tag. So, and when we open one of the contacts here, so as you can see, now we have the score, the SMS hook, and the lead bucket. Then as you can see here, a message has been sent. I just haven't set a an SMS activated for this. But so this is the message that they'll be getting. Hey, Romeo, is a maintenance plan still something you're looking into? Something like that. Let's go check on other contacts as well. Let's go here for Mike Torres. All right, so this had a 5 dead lead score. So we had this SMS hook, the warm bucket. So it also tried to send SMS, but again, since I haven't set up the SMS here, it hasn't been sent since we're just testing. But this is what it looks like. Hey Mike, we've been meaning to check in. Is the price still a bit too much or a bit too high for that AC replacement quote? Because as you can see here, this lead had received a quote before, $6,500. And yes, let's go check on our last contact here, for example. So this one had 8 lead score, meaning the dead lead hook and bucket, which is hot. So it says here, hey Sarah, we've been meaning to check in. How's the AC holding up? So yeah. Okay, so it looks like everything is working correctly so far. I also just want to show you what the whole workflow sequence looks like. So let's head over to the automations. So once the in reactivation tag has been added, so it buckets them into 3 different paths, so which is hot, warm, and cold. Each of these paths has different approach. So for hot, so they'll get the AI generated hook, which is the SMS that I've showed you earlier, and then it waits for 3 days, and they'll receive quick update that will say like, hey, Romeo wanted to follow up on the contact that they were interested before, and then yeah, and then it waits for another 4 days, and they'll get another new angle, kind of like a social proof or SMS. So, or it could be something different, like say, hey Romeo, we just helped a customer in your area get the AC sorted same week, wanted to check in if you're still interested in the market for that, and then the service that they were interested from before. And then yeah, for warm bucket, it's a bit different. You're gonna get the same message, which is the hook that the AI generated for us, the one that I showed you earlier, and then wait for 5 days, and they'll get a email. So this with a different angle, and wait for 7 days. They'll get a breakup message at the end. But for cold, they'll only get an SMS. Or if you want something else, then we can add a little something further down here. So it depends on what you wanted. And also what I would recommend for this setup is that on the settings, once they responded to any of the SMS or email, we want to stop sending them further messages. Now, we also have this workflow called Dead Lead Reactivation Reply Handler, where if they responded to any of the workflow sequences we've set here on this workflow, and it's going to determine whether it's a positive or negative intent. And if it's a positive intent, we want to move them to reactivated stage, and then we want to add a tag called reactivated in them. And for negative responses, we can move them or let them stay at the lost stage pipeline and add a sunset tag, kind of like here. So we want to make them stay in here. So let's test out. Let's try to respond positively to the email and see what happens. Let's just move this lead to go further. Let's force the contact to go to the next step, which is getting the email. So we've got the email here. I remember it's been a while since we last connected about your maintenance plan service request, so I wanted to check in. Sometimes life gets busy and these things slip down the list, totally understandable. So let's just try to respond to this positively. Hi, I'm interested. So let's just say that and send. So going back here in the Dead Lead Reactivation reply handler, so we did respond positively on that email, and let's see the enrollment history. So it looks like it successfully recorded my response, and let's see the execution path. All right, so let's do another test for this contact, because I've made some couple of adjustments. So let's force the contact to the next step so that we will receive the email again, so we can respond to it positively. All right, so we got the email. Just use this. Yes, I am still interested. And let's hit send. So going back here, I just want to explain some couple of adjustments. So for the positive intent, so it's going to find if there's an existing opportunity. If an opportunity is found, they'll just be moved to the reactivated pipeline stage. If they weren't on the opportunity or sales pipeline, we want to create an opportunity for them. And after that, we want to remove the dead lead and in reactivation tags and add reactivated tag instead. So let's see if we got the response. So as you can see, customer applied, trigger finished. Let's see the execution path. And it looks like an opportunity has been found and it's been moved to the activation stage, and the tags were removed and an additional tag were added. So let's check if, so let's head over to the opportunities and see if everything is reflected there. Oh, okay. All right. So as you can see, Romeo now has the reactivated tag and it's already under the reactivated pipeline stage. And there you have it, guys. So that's the Dead Lead Reactivation automation. If you got a business sitting on a pile of cold leads, this is exactly the kind of system that I can build for you. And if you're interested in working together, you can book a call with me at rcautomations.com. See you on the next one.